All right. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another weekly wisdom. My name is Alexander Hamilton Dunlop. And as always, we're talking about the wisdom that's contained in this deck of 52. This ancient book of sacred knowledge that was hidden in plain sight. It's really an unbound book of sacred geometry. And it was persecuted in the Middle Ages. It was called the Devil's Bible. And actually, it reveals to us the sacred geometric patterns of life. So we can see what we can't see with our own eyes. We can see the invisible spectrum of reality. That's what this represents. 52 cards, 52 weeks, 4 suits, 4 seasons, etc. And each week is a card. There's a card of the week. And if you know Kabbalah, which is the Jewish mystical tradition, same teaching, same lineage. In Kabbalah, they teach there are 52 portions of the Torah. And each week is an energy. So there's a weekly teaching in Kabbalah on the meaning of the energy of the week and what is the opportunity that's present in that week. Well, in this deck of 52, the card that symbolizes the energy of the week, if I can get it out, is this one, the Queen of Hearts, the Queen of the Heart. So that is the energy pattern that we're all floating in and moving through. And it's a bit like, and to know what this means is a bit like knowing the quantum weather report. To know what's present, to know whether we need sunglasses or a raincoat, whether we need to put on an extra sweater or it's beach time, baby. Get into your bikinis and your swimming trunks. We know how to prepare and align ourselves depending on this energy that's present. The Queen of the Heart is the famous Red Queen in Alice in Wonderland. So when this energy is present, there can be this not suffering of fools energy. Like you may be more impatient than usual with people who don't measure up to your expectations. This is one of the energies of the Red Queen. This tremendous impatience with people, that they're not up to standard, that they don't quite get it right, and then being really impatient with them and then commanding off with their heads. This is the Queen of Hearts. So be alert to that energy around you. Maybe someone else treats you that way. They're irrationally impatient with you. Or maybe you are irrationally impatient with the other people in your life, especially your loved ones, especially the ones you care the most about. So be alert to that. The Queen of Hearts is an archetypal energy that can represent the woman who is the queen of your heart. This can be your mother. This can be your wife, your lover. This could be your daughter. Could be your sister. Could be your best friend. And if you're born as a woman and you self-identify as feminine, then this will represent you, your feminine energy. So the feminine is especially strong this week. So I would encourage you to be especially aware of the power of the feminine this week. Again, whether that is through, and in your relationships. So whether that's through your friend or your wife, your lover, mother, sister, be alert for and aware of the power of the feminine. If you're not, you may get caught by surprise in emotional storms. That's the thing to be alert for and aware of. Massive emotional upheavals, unexpected and irrational emotional outbursts that show up through these various people in your life, and a sudden storm of emotional energy gets blown up. Something gets blown out of proportion. There's a big emotional overreaction. somebody's feelings are really hurt and there's a raw emotional vulnerability. Just be aware of it so that you don't get angry about it yourself, because then, of course, two wrongs don't make a right, and if you get blown out and upset that someone else who you love is upset and angry, well, then that's a big emotional blowout, right? So don't take it personally. This is the prescription this week. Queen of Hearts, big emotions. I'm feeling all my feelings, and it's so powerful and overwhelming. I don't even know if I can put it into words. And don't take it personally. Don't feel like there's something wrong with you. Don't feel like you need to try to mansplain it, try to correct it, try to put it back inside of a box. This is raw emotional energy, and it's really powerful. And last thing you want to do is try to repress it or suppress it, or, like I said, mansplain it and put it back inside of this neat intellectual box. Right? This is a torrent of energy. What you want to do is be in harmony with it and just be present to it, to sit in the fire. This is about sitting in the fire of this emotional force. And how do you sit in the fire? Much to our intellectual, rational chagrin, we may not be able to explain or understand our feelings. Much to our intellectual chagrin. And yet our emotions, of course, are real and powerful, and in fact, more than we realize, are directing our entire life experience. Our emotional responses, our emotional choices are directing our entire life experience. So the last thing we want to do is try to rationalize our emotions or try to squelch our emotions intellectually. It's about sitting in the fire, being present to the emotions, honoring the emotions, trusting the emotions, acknowledging the feelings, accepting the feelings, allowing the feelings. Feelings are like a light, a fire. Just be with it. Ooh, right? Frank, if you're dealing with some difficult opposing counsel, yes, being aware of these emotional backlashes or upheavals or irrational responses. Now, the good news and the opportunity, which would be appropriate for you, Frank, is the emotional intelligence that's present with the Queen of Hearts, is to act with emotional intelligence, which is to acknowledge your own feelings, being aware of them. How am I feeling in this moment? All right, this person's really pissing me off. I'm feeling a lot of anger right now. What are they feeling right now? Okay, well, maybe they're also angry. Maybe they're a little scared. Right? How can I, with intelligence, speak to what they're feeling so that we can resolve this peacefully? Rather than just coming from my own anger or my own fear, how can we respond to what each other is really feeling? Oh, that's funny. There's some law questions going on the Queen of Hearts week. She's a very powerful archetype, this Queen of the Heart. A lot of very successful people in our society are born to play this one, the Queen of the Heart. We're only just now as a society waking up to how powerful emotional intelligence is. This idea of EQ. Yes, the King of Spades is connected to the Queen of Hearts. The powerful EQ that is present with the Queen of Hearts. And we know that emotional quotient or emotional intelligence is more predictive of success than IQ. We know that now. But it's sort of a recent discovery in our society, so to speak. And the Queen of the Heart has the highest EQ, except maybe for the King of Hearts. This high emotional intelligence, which is the ability to navigate this terrain successfully. So, perfect for negotiation in law, right? For example, or any other field. Perfect for leadership, because we know also that leadership depends on emotional intelligence, your emotional quotient, your ability to understand what makes everyone tick and be able to speak to what people really need, right? Like a good coach of a team that understands what all the players need and how to motivate all the players to bring forth their best, right? High emotional intelligence. So that's present this week for us. The ability to tap into emotional intelligence, but only if we're willing to sit in the fire. Only if we're willing to go there, quote unquote, which is very different than trying to avoid it. Oh, that's scary feelings, too much feeling, too much drama, right? A lot of drama, emotional upheaval. Oh, I don't want to deal with any drama. No, thank you. And then we cut it off and we push it away. And what I'm inviting you to do is to go into it and be in it without judging it, without trying to control it, without trying to make it any different than what it is. This is the classic masculine feminine example of men who try to fix their women rather than just listen. Right? This is the feminine archetype. The masculine wants to fix and correct. The feminine wants to express. So just listen. Just listen. Just be in the expression. Be present to the feelings, acknowledging the feelings, and you may be very pleasantly surprised at how that brings you success. Just by listening, just by acknowledging, just by being present to your own feelings as well, so that you're also expressing your own feelings. Doesn't mean bottle up your feelings and let the other person dump all their emotions on you. It means being present to your own feelings as well and allowing your own feelings to have a healthy expression so that you don't bottle it up and then it all blurts out in this massive torrent of rage, right? Because you bottled up your emotions and didn't allow them to be expressed. So all of that is coming to the ahead this week, and I can already see it in my own life. Things with my daughter, my own mother, another woman who I'm good friends with. I can already see these emotional things on the horizon already in the beginning of the week. So I know that it's going to be a theme of my own week, of how I engage with the powerful emotional energies that are present in the relationships with the women in my own life. So, enjoy the game of your life, and now I bid you a fond good luck to deal with the powerful Red Queen. If I could talk like Yoda, I would. Red Queen she is, powerful, be present, love her, she wants to be loved. That was a very bad impression of Yoda. But yes, love, which is very different than intellectual mumbo jumbo. Love. Can you bring forth more love? Can you tap into love? How do you love? Well, you will be tested this week. Your love will be tested. Stay in it. Stay in it. Stay in it. And your heart will be stretched and opened, and more love will come forth. Good luck, everyone. Have fun. It's a game. It's all a game. Have fun playing the game of your life.